All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rahakadash. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. Okay. There's going to be a few words on the hot topic in the news today. Okay, dealing with the famous MMA fighter, Rampage Jackson's son. Okay, supposedly beating this Edomite wrestler by the name of Psycho Stu halfway to death. Okay, and which was supposed to be a fake wrestling match, but supposedly the guy Rampage's son by the name of Raja lost his temper, lost his emotions, or allowed his emotions to rule over him, and basically beat this dude halfway to death, which Rampage's son, of course, is also a trained martial artist, mixed martial artist. Big dude, strong dude. And the dude that he beat up is much bigger than him. Okay? But this is what's in the news right now. And to me, if you ask me, this is another race baiting psychological operation, energy harvesting scheme by the elites. Okay, and I'm gonna show you why. You got a lot of people that's will say no, that was real. Look at those blows, that was real. He really tried to kill that dude. Okay, and that's just people that don't know how the industry works. Okay, I was watching the video earlier with this dude, MTR, mediocre tutorial and reviews, right? Which he's supposed to be some type of red pill, dating coach type of guy. But he's speaking on this issue, and he had a call-in show, which I don't even want to use the guy's content, but he had another dude call into the show, and this dude looked like a super wrestling nerd. He doesn't even look like a so-called conspiracy theorist. He just looked like somebody who knows wrestling. Okay, and even he said that, you have things in the wrestling world called works. Well, where they seem real and they're not real. It's publicity stunts. These people have deals. These people are set up behind closed doors to basically get their initiation into the entertainment business. Okay. So he mentioned that. He mentioned other incidences where people run into a stage and assault a performer and go straight to jail. Okay, which this dude Raja Rampage is still not arrested. Okay, which you even have pictures of the dude who he supposedly beat up with no bruises on his face, lying in a hospital bed, but he got no bruise on his face, and supposedly this dude broke 11 teeth and broke facial bones. But you see a picture of him laying up in the hospital with no bandages on his face, with no bruise on his face, and he's an Edomite. So if he broke bones in his face, he's supposed to be black and blue. Okay? Then there's another picture of him standing outside of the hospital, cheesing. Okay? But anyway, you have this article right here, TMZ Sports. It says WWE legend Mark Henry wrestler Psycho Stu deserves some blame for Raja Jackson incident. Okay, you got the legend Mark Henry, and he says, right, because right here you have the backstory. You watch this video, you see the dude Psycho Stu tried to clown Raja. He tried to intimidate him. He hit him upside the head with a beer can, and supposedly he didn't know who he was. Now at first, when I first watched the video, I said, damn. When I first watched the fight, I said, damn, he beating the shit out of that dude. That cracker must have did something. And then you watch the backstory. You see, I'm not even playing the video, but you could just see the dynamic. You could just see he's trying to little boy him. He's trying to intimidate him, all up in his face. right? Which there's another clip that I just watched that show you this is all a setup, man. This is all an act. Anyway, the more I watch this, the more I see this is just an act. Then I watched the video with supposedly Rampage was live streaming himself, and he was with this other influencer by the name of Sneeko, which that's all the rave now, man. Live streaming, streamer, kick. That's the new Hollywood. Okay, so now people are selling out not to be in movies. They're selling out to get streaming deals and sponsorships. Okay, that's what it's all about now. But this dude Rampage was supposedly streaming with this dude Sneeko, and then you could see as basically somebody called Rampage and told him what happened while they were streaming, and you could see Sneeko doing the finger to the head Masonic gesture, meaning in the know, meaning if you know, you know, right? To the initiated, you know what that means. When they do that symbol, they're basically telling you this is a script. This is scripted. Okay, nothing to get all your panties in a bunch about, because this is fake, right? So you'll probably see this dude disappear for a little bit, and he'll make a statement, say, I'm gonna get therapy. Which Rampage already said that this dude his son had a concussion a couple days before this. So they're already setting it up for this guy to be excused. I don't think he's gonna go to jail. He would have been locked up already. Same thing with the Will Smith slap. Okay, if that shit was real, security would have rushed Will Smith immediately and escorted him off the prison premises immediately. He would not have been able to walk up on stage, slap Chris Rock, and sit back down and just sit there for the rest of the show and go home, man. If that was real. Come on. Okay? So the same with this dude. He supposedly beat this dude half to death, and you watching the video, nobody's trying to stop him. Then he walked out, and then you got people that was there that was saying that the organization was telling people not to cooperate with the police. Why not? Because it's a setup, right? Now, these people have their own motives for selling out. Rampage, he sold out a long time ago, right? And a lot of times when people sell out, they have to offer their children as a part of the deal, okay? Because when you sell your soul, you're a property now, and that so your seed comes with that. Your seed goes with that bargain that you made, which the scriptures tell you that the Lord visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the children into the third and fourth generation, which is the same thing that they tell you when you join the Freemasons. There's people that's join the Freemasons, and they come out and tell you when you join and you make an oath, they tell you that you have to swear that, you know, that what you're doing is going to fall upon your third and fourth generation, just like the scriptures say. Okay. But let's see what Mark Henry, the fact that this dude Mark Henry is speaking on it and justifying this dude Roger, show you they're leaving the door open for this dude to, you know, come back, and in a few months, however, he'll come back, say he had therapy, and then you'll see him blow up. So that'll be his reasoning for it. The dude Psycho Stu, he already got $100K in the GoFundMe, right? That's besides the money he got from the Hidden Hand, right? So it's a win-win. But these people are just pawns on the Freemasonic chessboard. That's why they deal with the black and white. You got the black Freemasons and the white Freemasons. And they'll tell you that they're united. Yeah, they're united and ultimately, because they're united under Satan, but you know, the black lodges and the white lodges stay separate. And they set up leaders amongst the black community, and they set up leaders amongst the white community. And they both answer to the small hats. Okay? But the small hats uses the black and white duality to stir up division amongst Jake and Esau. Okay? So they do these type of rituals. They do these type of things to get people emotionally charged. All right. Look at what's going on in the world right now. Look what's going on in America with Trump deploying the National Guard to these different cities. People talking about in fatigue, black fatigue. And you go in any of these comment sections on any of these videos, everybody's just saying the usual suspects, 13%, at it again. And you devils got a lot of nerve, okay? Because you also have this other incident, which I believe this is a setup too, right? But a couple weeks ago, a week and some change ago, you had this Jake, military vet supposedly got G-checked by some random devil. Came up on him and said, "You ain't a real veteran. Where your military card at?" And this devil is a liberal. He ain't no veteran, right? And he pulled out a pistol, a 45, and shot the Jake in the chest. As you can see, the video right here, right? And you would think an old disabled man wouldn't survive a 45. That's a Desert Eagle, big boy to the chest. That's a young strong man would be hard for him to survive that. But you telling me this old disabled Jake survived, and then they got an interview with him. He's already out of the hospital talking. Just a couple days later, talking to an interview, no shortness of breath, no nothing, like nothing happened. So I believe this was another racially charged ritual, right? To brew up more racial tension in America, okay? So that Edomites will have more of hatred for Jake, so that they can show more of their horns towards Jake. Okay, the stage is being set so that when all hell breaks loose, there will be negative sympathy for you Jakes, negative sympathy for you tribes. Every single last one of you. I don't care if you call yourself a white Cuban. All right, ICE gonna be on your ass. The National Guard gonna be on your ass. Regular Edomites gonna be on your ass. Okay? Whether you call yourself a Haitian, Jamaican, FBA, whatever it is. Okay, these devils see us all the same. And it's gonna be made manifest. Okay? So expect more of these type of events to take place. Okay? But look at what Mark Henry said. He said, Henry explained, as a more experienced entertainer, Psycho Stu should have been more mindful when interacting in that kind of fashion with someone who's so obviously new to the wrestling world. You got to be careful. One, who you're messing with. The WWE Hall of Famer said. And two, what kind of example are you as a veteran for inciting a riot with a kid? Which he's not a kid, he's 25, but in the eyes of elderly men, you're 25, you're a kid. I get it. Henry added he believes Stu ultimately bit off more than he could chew, which is true. See, but you go in the comment section, nobody's gonna have sympathy for this guy. Mark Henry have sympathy for him because Mark Henry's a Jake. But no Edomites or so-called white people having sympathy for this dude. Even though you watch the video, you see how the man dealt with him, right? Try to play him, try to humiliate him on a live stream, physically assaulted him, right? Nobody cares about that though. And these same devils will say that they'll say that this devil that shot this disabled Jake, who is also a veteran, right? They'll say that this devil was in the right because the disabled veteran had an airsoft pistol on him. So it's self-defense. You see, no matter which way you slice it, there ain't gonna be no sympathy for you niggas, man. Okay? Esau is just tired of Jake. And situations like this is just brewing the hatred more and stirring the pot more. And it's just gonna cause these devils to just show themselves. Which is all according to biblical prophecy. You gotta understand, these high-level Freemasons and wizards, they work for Yahweh on the left-hand side. They work for the Most High on the left-hand side. The Most High is using them to stir the pot. The Most High is with the racial segregation and tension. Because you niggas ain't right. The Most High ain't dealing with black people. Okay? Damn sure ain't dealing with Esau. He only dealing with the nation of Israel. Okay? So let's get some precepts, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, one of his devices is psychological operations. Okay, social experiments, staging hoaxes, okay, creating fake interactions and altercations, scripted fights and shit that are meant to give or create a desired effect. Okay, Esau studies the mind. You understand what makes people tick. He understands race relations, all that. So he knows how to create the perfect scenario and make it go viral because he controls the algorithm. Okay, he can use these different sellouts and their children, which are sellouts by default, right? And create these different scenarios just to push out certain vibrations in the earth. Okay, now all of a sudden, you know, these average everyday Edomites that love wrestling, now they just got that much more hatred for Jake. Now they look at every Jake as Rajah Jackson, and they look at themselves as the poor, helpless Edomite who never did nothing to nobody. And these savage blacks are just hunting us down and beating us up for no reason. So we have to kill them. We have to lock them up. We have to eradicate them, their whole family, because they're just a seed of a nation of evildoers. You see the play? You see what's going on? That's what it's really about. And again, Trump is sending these armed forces into these different cities, man. Where Jake is at. This is all part of the plan. So if I may be wrong, let's say this is an actual organic viral moment, right? Which ain't even all these so-called viral shit. All of them shits be fake. Most of them shits. Okay? A lot of these people are already sellouts. And they sign these deals with these different sponsorship brands or whatnot. And they'll create a viral altercation. They'll create a way for you to get famous. They'll create something and make it go viral just to put your name out there, and then they'll introduce your, they'll jumpstart your career, whether you be a influencer or a rapper or whatever you choose, But hey, this is what the scriptures say. This is Jeremiah chapter 15. And this whole chapter is great. It's Jeremiah 15:1. Then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, Yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Right, yeah, we are the nation of Israel. We are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Yeah, you are God's chosen people. You from the same nation as Moses, Aaron, and Samuel, and all of the great prophets, and ultimately Yahweh Shai, the son of the Most High. Right? But the Lord said the majority of you niggas ain't right. And you gotta go. Okay? And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go? Forth. Where we go? Well, you know. We telling you niggas you gotta go. If you ask us where you gotta go, we gonna tell you where you gotta go. Okay? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Right. Little do you niggas know, they got works in the books right now. They got plans right now to take you niggas out. I'm talking about the government. I'm talking about Trump. I'm talking about the elite. Okay? And whoever the hell they put in the office, they gonna follow the orders, man. But Trump, he'll do it for free. Trump don't like you niggas anyway. Okay? Trump is the perfect dude for the job. He don't, you know, he don't need to get blackmailed into killing you niggas. He'll do that shit for free. Okay? The blackmail is so that he can push World War III and shit. But depopulating you niggas, he'll do that. He'll do that for fun. Okay? But 3. Well, let's break it down some more. It says, such as for the death to the death, for the sword, famine, and captivity. And then the Lord got all these things planned out for Jake, our people here in America. And it's being shown right now. It's being shown. Okay? Why you think the troops is coming into your cities? They finna start laying you niggas down. That's the sword right there. Right? A famine is coming. Keep your eyes what's going on with these global trade between America and China with these tariffs and, you know, dealing with BRICS. Hey, it's about to be, the grinding gonna cease real soon. And all these things gonna come together at once. Okay? And then it says such as for the captivity to the captivity. What you think Alligator Alcatraz is about? That's the captivity. In concentration camps. Which they say Alligator Alcatraz is again just a model. And they're gonna have more, they're gonna build more of them in every state. Okay? Trump just came out and said he wanna make it capital punishment for any murder in DC. He said capital punishment if you murder somebody in the Capitol, which, hey, that's scriptural. If you murder somebody, you should get put to death. But that's just the beginning of the draconian measures, man. Okay, verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven. Yeah. We're gonna slap you niggas. And the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Okay, that's why you seeing bitches getting eat up by pit bulls. Okay, 4. And I will cause them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth, because of Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah, king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem. Right. And you got your modern day leaders amongst Jake, sellouts. All right, leading our people to destruction, which all our people got their own sins they got to pay for. We at the end, man. It's judgment day. Look at this nigga. Look at this shit. Nigga just blew past me in the goddamn Stingray. Just blew through the goddamn stop sign, man. Could have killed himself and some other people. Most definitely fuck you niggas up, man. Man, Miami is really GTA 6 for real, man. Fucking madness out here, man. I ain't even anywhere where it's lit like that. I'm in a residential area, man. There's fucking stingrays sliding by 100 miles per hour, man. I just can't wait for the Most High to destroy you niggas, man. Okay? I gotta watch out myself, man. I don't get fucking hit out here, man. But anyways, this is the key point. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? You see that? Ain't gonna be no sympathy for you niggas out here, man. When you niggas start getting laid down in the street by the droves, all these other people gonna think about it. Sexy Red, Lil Nas X, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, Roger Jackson, Young Thug. That's all they gonna think about. Ain't gonna have no sympathy for you niggas, because we are looked at as a race of degenerates, and you niggas are playing right into the road. And truth be told, most of you niggas are degenerates. Okay. So the judgment that's coming is well deserved. But guess what though? Make no mistake, you devils gonna when the Most High get through with our people, he gonna really turn the smoke up on your ass. Okay, like brother's been saying, he's gonna go from Jacob's trouble to Esau's trouble real fast, real quick. So hey, rejoice and be glad, oh daughter of Edom. You just being used right now to deal with, the Most High using you to deal with his people. Make no mistake, you devils ain't good with the Most High. Y'all ain't on good terms with God. Everything y'all done did. Come on, man. You give me a break. Okay? But the message of repentance is only open to Israelites anyway. So we were commanded to move you with fear, if you can be. All right, so now's the time to get right. You jakes out there, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. You can't see the play. You can't see the play that's being set. You can't see you being lined up. But nah, you're gonna fall right into it, because the Most High got a blinder on you, because really you being lined up by Yahweh Bashmi Shai, because you refuse to repent. So you're gonna be delivered to the slaughter, like it says in Isaiah the 65th chapter. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it right there. With that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashmi Shai. To the next one, shalom.